Today is December 25th, 2015, and this is not a Christmas story. It is about children and the defiling, sully, mar, or spoil, desecrate, or profane something sacred, like children, childhood. The images in this video will be disturbing. I don't even know how someone could do that to a child. They will be disturbing. I just want to warn you. The things that have been done to children. The things that. The things that. Yeah. Okay. I got to make sure that you understand that these images are going to be incredibly disturbing. Incredibly disturbing. This is so serious. I've never done any. This is one of the most serious videos that I've ever made.
Do something. Yo, I thought you we big. Man, we big. Fuck wrong with you? Do something, little ass boy. Yeah.
Listen to the adults. They are jesters. What is a jester? Jester. Professional joker or fool. A medieval court typically wearing a cap with bells on it, carrying a mock scepter. A person who habitually plays the fool. That is the modern adult black male who would sit there and listen to children talk like this and use that kind of language. If they're going to learn it, let them know that there's formal and informal language in respect.
Girl, pussy. Do something. Alright. I'm finna get the new fucking John that came out. What you finna watch back to school? You wanna talk all that shit, but you wanna fuck. I know, boy, you used to piss up in the goddamn bed. My baby still do piss up in the goddamn bed. You had the whole goddamn room smelling like rotten ass feet.
It tastes like rotten ass.
BB's up in your mouth.
Look at the black people who spent all their money on man-made holidays. It's the Super Bowl, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, and then they give you the work days. Look at what they taught their kids to worship a cursed shoe, Jordans.
That's your shit now? What? Come on, chill out. These niggas are ultimate shit. That's some ultimate shit right there. That's my fucking mic, man.
Poppy, check your what?
My dream, my fucking mic. I'm my fucking mic right there. Go take it. I don't know who to do. Glad to shit anyway. Oh, goddamn it. You quit putting that shit in my face.
Real son. He's finna do something. He ain't finna do nothing.
Lord Akathon Nation. I gotta figure out how to pronounce that. But he is the one that compiles a lot of these videos and the commentary in it. But these single mothers, these jester, jackass, male influences that are raised by these. I mean, it's just almost 30 years, 40 years of this ingrained, the lack of fathers in the black community. So the kids get taught nothing, but they just get defiled.
What's you get out? And that's what I said, whatever. And that's what it is, whatever. And that's what I know. You ain't about shit. You ain't about shit. World star. Come on, come on.
Where the fuck you at? That's right. That's right. Hurry up. What the fuck you at, bitch? What the fuck you at, bitch?
This I did a video recently of mothers teaching their daughters how to twerk. It's unbelievable the things that black women teach their children, or the examples that they show. They think it's cute. They really believe that it's cute. They teach the girls how to be little monsters. This is the reason why there's such a proliferation of I don't need to talk. I can talk all day, but I want them to do the talking so you can understand what is happening.
Alright, y'all. What you got to say to Tammy? Fuck you, bitch. Your fat ass. And what else? You is big in your stomach. I'm big in my ass. Tell her where you fat at, Cara? In my ass. And Naya, what you got to say? She called you black. Black is beautiful, bitch. And what else, Coco? And she said, y'all got
Do you understand why I made this? Images will be disturbing. As a 55-year-old man, almost 56 years old, because of the modern single mother, I don't make eye contact with them. I don't talk to them. I don't look at them. These girls are made the way that they are. They're made, these black women that fight everywhere and argue and punch police officers and people finding nothing wrong with it. These are the people that are raising these people. You better not ever get in a fight with a black woman because you will die. She will hit you with a car. She will teach her children how to be this type of person, groom them, defile them, destroy them.
I do got a mama. The right push button. The right push. And I bet you don't take a bang. I bet you got roaches in your house. You stupid bitch. What else y'all got to say? What else, Cara? What you gonna say, Shakara? She was like, she was saying y'all her groupies. Ain't y'all famous on MySpace? Yes, we is not your groupies. Ain't y'all groupies? Yes. Tell her. You are groupies. And what else you got to say, y'all? Show off y'all gear. Tell them y'all friends. She tried to say y'all friends. Show them what you got. What in the world? We both is alive. What else I got to say? Fuck you, bitch. That's all. And I wanna help you know you is a fat bitch.
What if everything you knew or that you believed in was wrong? What if everything you believed to do was a fallacy? A mistaken belief, especially when based on unsound argument. A logic, a failure in reasoning that renders an argument invalid. Faulty reasoning, misleading, or unsound argument. All right? People believing that beating black boys, abusing them. It was a Baltimore mother who beat her son on television. It was roundly applauded. Roundly. Look at this. They probably would applaud this too.
This is for everybody, goddamn witness. Stand the fuck right here. Cause this little boy worth $2 goddamn stolen motherfucking material sitting at the goddamn dollar store is getting ready to explain to me what the fuck a goddamn jail sentence would be worth.
15 years for $2 ain't worth it.
This is my goddamn thing where you motherfucking put it.
That's how they
You motherfucking.
Do you understand why I say that the black woman is cursed? Reprobate. Solemn utterance intended to invoke supernatural power to inflict harm and punishment on someone or something. She put a curse on him. They're cursed. That's why they curse so much.
Put it in there. I was going to motherfucking jail for you goddamn motherfucking shit. Motherfucker! Do you hear me?
They're gonna face it.
You know that goddamn man, I wanna kill this son of a bitch right here. Get the fuck out, motherfucker! Get the... You get your goddamn motherfucking attention! You're worth more than $2, motherfucker!
My turn.
I'm worth more than $2 goddamn.
My turn.
You son of a bitch! You disrespected me and my son, motherfucker!
How you doing? You did what?
You goddamn bastard! Get him the fuck out of here! Get him out!
I'll make you fucked up.
Get him out! No! No!
Oh, bitch, yeah.
No! Watch out. Mark. You good, bro? I know, right? You see, I want to know why. Don't touch him, Mark. I want to know why. 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 Because my sons right now, my real goddamn sons, are ready to motherfucking kill you as bad the fucking I am, motherfucker. Now I want to goddamn know the one motherfucking reason why.
You gonna go home and tell your mama this shit too.
Please do. Cause I'll stuff that bitch in the goddamn ground right along with you.
You get it back.
Right along with you.
We ain't no biggest.
I'm sorry. To you and your lady.
That's fucked up you did that.
But that motherfucker.
That's his fucking mom, bro. Real talk. Someone he was close to, bro. How can you do that, bro?
One of my real
I saw the shit you
in
told me.
jail.
And you laughed in my face about the shit. You let my mother go do it. You show me the shit live to me right now. Why you doing it?
That's fucked up.
But make sure you don't got this with nobody else, nigga. Don't cover yourself up. Put your hands down right now. Keep them down. Keep them down, son. It's gonna be worse if you put them back up. Put them down. All we got is 7 more to go. 7 more weeks. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Put your hands down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Put your hand goddamn down, nigga. You got big slap. Walk up, bitch. Walk up, nigga. Stand up. Stand up. You deserve it, bitch.
Black people are the only people that I know that hit their loved ones in the head in the name of discipline. You're hitting someone in the head. That's where their brains are. The neocortex, the right and left hemisphere, the Neocortex, part of the cerebral cortex concerned with sight and hearing in mammals, regarded as the most recently evolved part of the cortex. Cerebral cortex. Anyway, the long story short is you have the reptilian brain. The reptilian brain is at the back of the brain. It's the part of the brain that teaches you how to fight or flight, or how to fight or flight. Basically, long story short. And when you destroy the neocortex of the brain, um, when you it's the quarterback. The neocortex is the quarterback of the brain that tells you to feel logic or feel empathy. Some people have no empathy. They have no concern or even knowledge of how someone else feels. Because why would you treat another human being like this?
Alex, that's enough. You're not going to jail. You're not going to jail over a piece of shit, Alex. I'm not going to jail. You're not going to jail. Don't touch my no. No, I said my kids, my real kids, ain't going to jail over a piece of shit. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. You're going to apologize to that. She too tight. No, he ain't. You're going to apologize to my mother. You're going to apologize to my mother. I won't get no real apology because he ain't no real goddamn motherfucking man. He's a motherfucking pussy ass goddamn nigga for doing what she did. You a punk ass motherfucking bitch. If you don't apologize to my
They talk all the generations, from the babies to the toddler.
Alright, y'all. What you got to say to Sammy?
Fuck you, bitch. Your fat ass.
And what?
Listen to the mother. I mean, is this a mother, like a queen? Someone who is like a matriarch, someone who's respected?
look in the eyes right there and tell us 15 years. Let's go. Let's go, motherfucker. 15 years ain't worth. Let's go, motherfucker. Say it. Let's go. 15 years ain't worth. Say it out. Take your shit and get the fuck out of here right now. If I ever see you with this motherfucker, I will kill you. It won't take my son to do it. I'll do it my goddamn self. Get the fuck away from here, you sorry bastard. You sick son of a bitch. You and you, sit the fuck down, cause ain't neither one of you. The number one root cause of underdevelopment of black children is child abuse. Majority of all the incidents that occur in the hood, particularly the violent incidents, but even the sub-processes that lead to the violence, is all due to one fact: child abuse. 90% of black kids, which thus they develop into adults, are all child abused. And that's just face the facts. In the black community, beating the shit out of your kids, that's common practice. In fact, beating your kid is a...
If slavery existed, if it did exist, the atrocities on those plantations were perpetrated by the mammies. I used to get beat with extension cords. Extension cords, no clothes on. It wasn't a slave master. It was my mother. My father beat us with the belt. My father wasn't as sadistic as my mother was, but yet and still, my mother was the one. I never got beat by a white man with a belt or extension cord, no clothes. Take off all your clothes. I don't know what I was doing back then to get beat the way I did, but I must have been a bad boy. Or maybe she was a bad parent.
Of being a good adult or a good parent. So how can we make a change? How can we really think that we're going to develop and we're just going to unify the black race and we're going to bring down the so-called white supremacist system, right? How can we actually do that when we're producing inferior kids? Now, I'm not saying they're inferior because of their skin complexion. I'm not a racist like some of these white folks, right? I'm saying that they're inferior because how they are raised. They're raised to be weak. The boys are raised to be milquetoast, soft, obedient, right? Don't think. Walk around without a backbone. Of course, we understand that who raised that son was the mother, right? But even the daughter, she's raised to be strong, right? Industrious, smart, elegant, right? And the world should be the oyster for her. This is why you see so many of the black females outperforming their black male counterpart, right? That's one. That's one. But see that everyone knows that if you study anything about what's going on in the black community, so that's just common sense. Here's why I find that's very counterintuitive: is that child abuse. Now, blacks treat child abuse as some white thing, but it's not. It's not.
Nope. Black people think that discipline, they think that child abuse is discipline. They think that abuse is love. I never, I don't have any children, but I have nieces that I took care of and I looked after. And I never, ever, ever, ever put my hands on them. My face expressions, my voice was enough of a discipline for them to understand. And my example, it's just a way. It's just something that's left over from slavery. I believe slavery would have existed with or without white people, and it did, and it continues. There are black people who think that don't have the right to use my camera around them. Hey man, what's up with that camera? Let me hold that cam. Anyway, I don't want to get off course. It's easy to understand why the black person is such a antisocial human being, so inferior in ways that they think that they're better than everybody. They're actually, this is.
You beat that child. When you humiliate your child, you're destroying the child development process. So when I see mothers, black mothers, I see this a lot. I'm in the DC area. I would see mothers with their 13, 14, 15-year-old daughters, and they may have gotten into it. I don't know exactly how a lot of these confrontations begin, but I do know how they interact with each other once the confrontations begin. And I've seen mothers, a lot of black mothers, call their daughter a bitch, refer to their daughter as a bitch in front of their daughters. I've seen mothers, beat the dog.
Do not believe me. Do not believe anybody else. Do your own research. Make your own videos. But if you don't see anything wrong with this, the production of this,
jail and lose your job behind this. But this is the thing. The child or their daughter, by cutting her hair, beating her like she's fighting some other female in the street. Now, if you're from the hood or if you've even been around the hood, I know you've seen this. You might not have seen it as much as I've had, but I'm quite sure you have seen this, and I'm quite sure it's going on in the redneck communities too, which we all know. And according to the studies, I believe it's called.
do not believe me. Do not believe anybody else. But this is very disturbing. The modern black queen is not funny anymore. It's actually disturbing. Good night.